Leviticus chapter 17. And the Lord said to Moses, Say to Aaron and to his sons and to all the children of Israel, this is the order which the Lord has given. If any man of Israel puts to death an ox or a lamb or a goat, in or outside the tent circle, and has not taken it to the door of the tent of meeting to make an offering to the Lord before the Lord's house, its blood will be on him, for he has taken life, and he will be cut off from among his people. So that the children of Israel may take to the Lord, to the door of the tent of meeting and to the priest, the offerings which they have put to death in the open country, and that they may make their peace offerings to the Lord. And the priest will put blood on the altar of the Lord at the door of the tent of meeting, burning the fat for a sweet smell to the Lord. And let them make no more offerings to evil spirits, after which they have gone, turning away from the Lord. Let this be a law to them forever, through all their generations. And say to them, If any man of Israel, or any other living among them, makes a burnt offering or other offering, and does not take it to the door of the tent of meeting to make an offering to the Lord, that man will be cut off from among his people. And if any man of Israel, or any other living among them, takes any sort of blood for food, my wrath will be turned against that man, and he will be cut off from among his people. For the life of the flesh is in its blood, and I have given it to you on the altar to take away your sin, for it is the blood which makes free from sin because of the life in it. For this reason I have said to the children of Israel, No man among you, or any others living with you, may take blood as food. And any man of Israel, or any other living among them, who gets with his bow any beast or bird used for food, is to see that its blood is covered with earth. For the blood is the life of all flesh, and so I have said to the children of Israel, You may not take any sort of blood as food, and any man who does so will be cut off. And anyone who takes as food anything which has come to a natural end, or anything which has been put to death by beasts, if he is one of you by birth, or of another nation, will have to have his clothing washed, and his body bathed in water, and be unclean till evening, and then he will be clean. But if his clothing is not washed, and his body bathed, his sin will be on him.
Leviticus chapter 18. And the Lord said to Moses, Say to the children of Israel, I am the Lord your God. You may not do those things which were done in the land of Egypt where you were living, and you may not do those things which are done in the land of Canaan where I am taking you, or be guided in your behavior by their rules. But you are to be guided by my decisions, and keep my rules, and be guided by them. I am the Lord your God. So keep my rules and my decisions, which, if a man does them, will be life to him. I am the Lord. You may not have sex connection with anyone who is a near relation. I am the Lord. You may not have sex relations with your father or your mother. She is your mother. You may not take her. And you may not have sex relations with your father's wife, she is your father's. You may not take your sister, the daughter of your father or of your mother, wherever her birth took place, among you or in another country. You may not have sex relations with your son's daughter or your daughter's daughter, for they are part of yourself. Or your father's wife's daughter, the child of your father, for she is your sister. You may not have sex connection with your father's sister, for she is your father's near relation. You may not have sex connection with your mother's sister, for she is your mother's near relation. You may not have sex relations with the wife of your father's brother, for she is of your family. Or with your daughter-in-law, for she is your son's wife, and you may not take her. You may not have sex relations with your brother's wife, for she is your brother's. You may not take as wife a woman and her daughter, or her son's daughter or her daughter's daughter, for they are of one family. It is an act of shame. And you may not take as wife a woman and at the same time her sister, to be in competition with her in her lifetime. And you may not go near a woman or have sex relations with her when she is unclean, at her regular time. And you may not have sex relations with your neighbor's wife, making yourself unclean with her. And you may not make any of your children go through the fire as an offering to Molech, and you may not put shame on the name of your God. I am the Lord. You may not have sex relations with men, as you do with women. It is a disgusting thing. And you may not have sex relations with a beast, making yourself unclean with it. And a woman may not give herself to a beast. It is an unnatural act. Do not make yourself unclean in any of these ways, for so have those nations whom I am driving out from before you made themselves unclean. And the land itself has become unclean, so that I have sent on it the reward of its wrongdoing, and the land itself puts out those who are living in it. So then keep my rules and my decisions, and do not do any of these disgusting things, those of you who are Israelites by birth, or any others who are living with you. For all these disgusting things were done by the men of this country who were there before you, and the land has been made unclean by them. So that the land may not put you out from it, when you make it unclean, as it put out the nations which were there before you. For all those who do any of these disgusting things will be cut off from among their people. So then, keep my orders, so that you may not do any of these disgusting things which were done before you, or make yourselves unclean through them. I am the Lord your God. Thank you for watching.